Oh, really? You had to kick it, right? You clumsy bastard. But to go on to rave about Paranorman some more, it was a movie that I didn't really go into it expecting a lot. I expected it being just a little romp movie, but it had a lot of good things to say about the whole bully. It's the best film on the bullying issue, a fiction film on the bullying issue I've seen. It's learning about how people are different and for different reasons, and everybody deserves their own, place. And I thought it was really, really good for kids to watch, especially. And it was a fun movie to watch. It was very entertaining too, which I don't really watch Stop Motion a lot because it personally creeps me out a little bit. The Little Drummer Boy is one of the scariest films I've ever made. You know that TV movie for ABC Family?
Oh yeah, the Rankin
Bass.
Bass.
It's so scary.
The Rankin Bass one.
It's really scary. I watched it once and I cried.
Rankin Bass made an animated Hobbit in the 70s.
Really? Yeah, I watched it.
I used to have it on DVD.
I own it. I own it on DVD.
Really?
Yeah, it came in a set with the Never-Ending Story and the Hobbit.
Wow,
it was weird. Both of them were bad.
Cinematography, Anna Karenina, Django Unchained, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Skyfall. Before we start going crazy over Skyfall, I do want to mention that the Cinematography Association, the ASC, I think, nominated Les Miserables, and I'm wondering if they were on crack when they watched the film. I don't think that's just many injectable drugs in general. They were on so many drugs, but anyways, Skyfall! It's not gonna win. But it damn well should. It's the best Bond's book in years. Huge Bond fan here.
Me too.
I can name all the Bond films backwards in chronological order.
But I like them too.
In under 30 seconds.
But he's not. I own the Blu-ray set!
I've owned every Bond film no less than 3 times.
But can I have a high five anyway?
Oh, that was a high five. I thought you were raising your hand.
It's a high five. He was leaving me hanging here.
So, it is by far the best looking Bond film I've ever seen.
One of the best Bond films I've ever seen too. But
yes,
there's a great analogy for what happened. At my theater, Skyfall is still playing now. You can go see it right now.
Really?
It's been out since November 6th. That's a long time for a movie to be in theaters. That was longer than The Dark Knight Rises, which was amazing. It's a great analogy.
It's totally a snub for tech awards, all across the board.
Fuck yeah.
But no.
No, fuck yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Bond, many other films come and go. Many other film franchises can come and go, but Bond will always remain. And I think it's a great testament to the film itself, great testament for the franchise, to the length it's been in theaters. People still come. It still sells out $5 Tuesdays.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Last week I was there at $5 Tuesdays. Skyfall sold out. And it made me really happy to see that because people still are interested and people still really want to see it. And that shows me that Bond's going to keep going. And especially, hopefully it follows Skyfall's path and doesn't go back to Quantum of Solace with Mark Forster, you crappy bird.
Okay, and then we'll just talk snubs very briefly.
Let me just see if there's anything else I want to talk about. I think Skyfall should win original song, though. Just saying. Do you think it will? I want it to.
It might because of the Golden Globes and because it's Adele.
Adele, all she needs to do now is win a Tony, right? Because she's won Grammy, she's won Golden Globes.
Yeah, EGOT.
She can EGOT. Anyway, anything else I want to talk about? Nothing really. Tarantino hopefully win for screenplay. I think he should. I haven't seen it more, but I wouldn't be mad if any of those really won, except Flight.
Adapted or original? For
original.
Oh.
The Zero Dark 30 script was very strong. Moonrise Kingdom was wonderful. Got snubbed for a lot of other stuff too. Not in the acting category, but just as a film, in general, I thought it was really just a fun film to watch. It was really very whimsical, and I liked it a lot.
I thought it was very sweet. It was kind of like The 400 Blows crossed with Pierre LeFou.
It's like cute. Eating visual chocolate. It's wonderful.
I eat that visual chocolate because I like chocolate.
No, he likes Cara Hayward, which is kind of creepy.
Stop! You don't tell people that.
I like Chloe Grace Moretz, so she's a little older though.
I was talking about chocolate because I eat chocolate because I'm sad.
Sorry,
I'm a sad person.
But visual effects. I just want to put in a quick word for the Avengers. I think it should have gotten an original or adapted screenplay nod for Joss Whedon because I just thought it was one of the most fun movies of the year that I saw that I really wanted to watch, and I thought it was...
But it's genre fair.
Exactly, which is a problem with the Oscars as a whole, and I think Joss Whedon gets snubbed every year for anything he ever writes because he's a fantastic writer. Serenity is my favorite sci-fi film of all time. I'm a huge Whedonite, and I've seen about 3 seasons of Buffy. I know it's blasphemy, I haven't seen the entire series, I'm sorry, Internet.
If we're talking snubs, I think Looper, Cabin in the Woods, and Seven Psychopaths...
What?
For original screenplay.
Definitely. Especially Seven Psychopaths. I mean, fuck. Martin McDonagh is... In Bruges is my current favorite film. Like, favorite at the top right now. I saw it a bunch of years ago, but I still love it. I'm happy Colin Firth won that Golden Globe. Colin Farrell. Both Collins are very good actors. But there are a lot of snubs in a lot of places this year, mainly having to do with Seven Psychopaths, Looper, which we knew would never get anything, but it should have.
I thought it would get tech nods.
None of the good stuff got tech nods, except Avengers.
Dark Knight Rises didn't even get tech nods, and that was really surprising, because I knew it wouldn't get any acting nods, or even... I was surprised it didn't get director.
I really gotta lend you the extra stuff for the Blu-ray, because it's really interesting, the way Nolan talks about how he really tried to integrate as least amount of CGI as possible, and then when he points it out, you don't even know that was CGI, and it's a lot of the stuff, and I think Avengers should win out of all of these. Life of Pi probably will, because it's the most, Oscar-y film there. Prometheus. People don't like Prometheus, but I like Prometheus.
I like Prometheus. I thought it was very entertaining.
It was very intense. Like, there were a lot of really intense moments. That whole C-section scene should have won awards on own, because it was awesome.
Oh, God.
But snubs-wise, that's about it for snubs.
No, Andy Serkis for supporting actor, Dennis Levant for Holy Motors and Best Actor, Who Are We for original song for Holy Motors. I
there
want
are
to say
snubs every year.
Oslo, August 31st for foreign language film. It is one of the best films I've ever seen.
Really?
Absolutely.
Is it online?
Netflix.
I'll watch it then.
Oslo, August 31st is on Netflix by Joachim Trier.
Every year there's a lot of snubs, but I feel like this year is the first year in a long time where
It's
predictable in a good way.
I think that I did a very quick write-up because someone asked me to when the nominations were announced, and if you look at the Oscar nominations this year and judge whether 2012 was a good year for film, it was a fine year. But if you look at numerous top 10 lists from different critics, different bloggers, it was a fantastic year for film, and that is the problem with the Academy Awards. I understand that you can't please everyone, and that was a point that I made, that you can't please everyone with nominations or with top 10 lists, but it just tends to gloss over really, really great things in favor of very conventional genre, very conventional fare that would please a majority of white old people.
It was the most
white old guys.
It was the most predictable Oscars we've seen in a while, but I think the predictability was okay this time.
I was honestly surprised that Nicole Kidman wasn't nominated for supporting actress, I think.
For what?
The Paperboy.
I heard that was terrible.
Yes, but she's been getting a lot of nominations.
Okay.
She's basically subverting her.
There were 2 white trash movies this year. One was awesome. The other one I didn't see.
What was that?
Killer Joe was awesome.
Oh yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
Snub. Juno Temple. Snub.
Magic Mike, or Killer Joe, or Bernie. Jack Black for Bernie, quite easily.
Jack Black for Bernie too.
I was very pleased.
It's a great year for Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
I didn't see The Lincoln Lawyer. It's been on Netflix since forever.
Yeah, neither have I.
It was alright though. But honestly, Killer Joe, one of the most fun I've had watching something I shouldn't have fun watching. It was a black comedy. In its entirety, I think it was a black comedy. When I watched it, I didn't think it was, and I watched it again, and I was like, wow, this is... Like Matthew McConaughey said in the special features, which are actually pretty good in this one. The director, I love commentaries, but he said the first time he read it, he was appalled. He didn't want to do it. He hated the entire idea. Then he read it again and laughed his ass off. So I feel like it's a movie you gotta watch more than once. But when you watch it more than once, you get a lot more appreciation for a lot of the comedy in it. Halfway through the chicken scene, I started giggling. No. Because when you see McConaughey's face, he's doing something so wrong, but it's so funny. So good. Anyways, to go off that and everything got snubbed. I knew it was never going to get nominated for anything because it's way too out of the ballpark for them.
It could have gotten an adapted screenplay. I love the other William Friedkin, Tracy Letts collaboration, Bug, with Ashley Judd and Michael Shannon. I think is superb.
When was that out?
2007?
Did you hear about Michael Shannon's new movie coming out called The Iceman? Did you see
The Iceman Cometh. Yeah, it looks really weird.
It does. I feel like he's going to be awesome in it, but I feel like the film is going to be really cliched.
Is he Russian or Italian or
Italian?
Polish?
I think he's Italian or Polish, because Ray Liotta's in it, therefore he's Italian. Ray Liotta's getting in a lot of movies recently, which is weird.
Yeah, because he disappeared for a long time. It was a long stretch.
After Goodfellas, I didn't really see him.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think that's about it for Oscars.
Yeah.
Now, going off Oscars, what are we doing tomorrow, Kyle?
We are making a trip to another city to see movies, because that's what kind of people we are.
Woo!
We are going to New York City. You should, well, it won't be up. This won't be up by the time we're there. But
we're going to see Amore.
We are going to see Amore and Holy
Motors.
Motors. We're seeing Amore at the Film Forum, and we're seeing Holy Motors at the IFC Center.
This is why I wanted to refrain if you're talking about Amore, because I want to talk about it now. We're going on a train to New York City. We're going to see Amore in a theater that still uses film, which is really cool.
I think IFC Center still uses film. I don't think it's digital projection.
Whatever. But no, I said it still uses Amore is the one we're seeing. It still uses film, but that's still I haven't seen a film movie in a long time because my theater used a DLP. But I'm really excited for that. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, which will be really cool. And seeing Holy Motors on the big screen will be great because we both saw it illegally.
It's not one of my. It's not the proudest moment.
It's one of the least proudest moments of my life, actually, because we both really wanted to see it, but it just happened.
There was a scenario
it's
where
like waking up with your cousin. Just happened.
What?
Crickets.
I know. There was a scenario between Joe and I where he asked me, would I rather have intimate relations with
a very, very, very attractive acquaintance that we both have, or see Holy Motors. And he, after about a half hour, he chose Holy Motors.
That's the kind of person I am.
Which, some of you out there maybe will go, yeah, I choose Holy Motors too, but you haven't seen her. Anyways.
I would still choose Holy Motors.
I know. No, but I really want to see it on the big screen, because it was tough to watch it on very low res and very bad sound.
I don't think we should elaborate how we saw it. I think that might be
internet suicide in our first video. Internet suicide. So now at the end of every episode, we want to do a thing called our 5 favorites, which is the 5 favorite movies.
Recent favorites.
Recent favorites, because we're gonna watch a bunch of movies between each episode, and we're gonna have.
Because that's just who we are. But although he has to catch up, because I've seen 28 films so far this year.
Shut up. I don't watch too many movies. I like to watch things over and over because I'm comfortable. I've seen the Aziz Ansari special on Netflix at least 10 times.
I don't rewatch movies as often as I used to because I feel like it's taking up time from seeing something new.
I like watching I like watching movies I've seen before.
I don't even watch TV anymore.
I love television. I could do a whole podcast just to tell.
But we're not going to.
I know.
So, movies. Your 5 recent faves. We'll call it 5 recent faves.
How about 5 recent? Because let's do 2 that we didn't like and 3 that we did.
Oh.
Right. Talk about bad movies is fun too. So, recent, Zero Dark 30, as you know, favorite. Gangster Squad as a bad one. I Heart Huckabees recently as a favorite, which I really, really liked. I thought the direction by David O. Russell was a little lackluster because maybe he wasn't as confident, but I thought the visual style of all of it, how like the faces would break apart and all that, was great, and the existentialness of the entire film worked in a really good way, because I don't usually like existential films because they bore me. They don't really bore me, but they're not done usually in that much of an entertaining way, I should say. And that was really, really nice.
The existential comedy it tackles head on, and generally films don't do that.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I loved Sportsman. I thought Mark Wahlberg was great. Mark Wahlberg and I are hit and miss. What else have I seen recently? Started watching Deadwood? No, I can't say that. For a good one, all the Oscar ones that I've seen recently were good too. And then, what did I rewatch? Oh, The Raid Redemption was awesome, which I saw the other day. One of the most badass, balls-to-the-wall, well-made action movies in a long time. I really want to buy it. I might not get the Blu-ray because I heard the conversion is weird, like the color palettes change. But I had to watch it with dubbing, which really sucks. Stars doesn't let you watch the foreign films with the subtitles in the language. Is it Korean? I think it's Korean, right?
I don't know.
I think it might be Korean. But they even dubbed the grunting during the fight scenes, which ruined a lot of it for me. But still, it was just really, really well shot. I never watched an action movie like that where you saw everything. Like, it wasn't all that shaky cam bullshit where it tones it down. This was really, really good, and I enjoyed that a lot. So that's 4, right? Yeah, that's 4. And then I gotta pick a bad one that I saw recently. I have a problem where I don't finish movies if I don't like it. I really should stop doing that.
Yeah, I finish everything to the end, even if it's torture.
It's not that I don't finish it. I break it up.
You didn't even finish like good movies. I didn't finish In the Loop. Did you even start that?
Yes, I watched half of it, and I was really tired, and I couldn't keep up with the British accent, so I had to go to sleep, and I didn't get a chance to finish it yet. James Gandolfini is going to be in a lot of movies, too, which is really creepy. I find him kind of creepy. He was good, though. And then let's go with just another favorite, because I can't think of any that were bad. Are you writing down yours? See,
yeah.
You got to write down his.
You can write down yours.
Bullshit.
It's right here. The pad is right here.
I know. Probably the next good one that I saw recently enough was, I just posted on Twitter about it the other day.
This is a bad movie.
I have to pick a bad one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you won't do 5 recent faves.
I guess we can do that. How about we just do one bad one then?
Fine. 5 recent faves and 1 bad.
Oh, so I have to pick 2 more favorites now?
Yes. Obviously, future episodes will be more polished.
Yeah. This is our first one, so apologies for the sloppiness. Hey, Easter egg. How many times can you see him roll his eyes in one episode? There's another one right there for you. We'll do a bi-monthly game where we see how many times Kyle rolls his eyes in one episode.
It's a drink.